Have you ever wondered how long you might live after turning 70 and whether you could become a centenarian? This question often arises as we age, and the answer might be simpler than you think. In this video, we'll discuss 7 key signs that can help predict your lifespan and show how healthy and active you can remain in the future. These signs are indicators of your overall well-being and longevity. We've also created an assessment system to help you understand your chances of achieving a long life. The final result will reveal how well you take care of yourself and which areas may need more attention. Watch this video until the end, as these simple yet essential tips can transform your approach to health and help you live a long and fulfilling life. This video is packed with valuable and practical information. So if you're ready to take charge of your health, hit the like button and let's get started. Sign 1. Level of physical activity. Physical activity is not just a set of mechanical movements. It is a powerful tool that can add years to your life and fill those years with energy and joy. For your body, it is a source of strength. For your mind, clarity, and for your soul, peace. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, people who lead active lifestyles have a 25 to 30% lower risk of premature death compared to those who prefer a sedentary lifestyle. For decades, scientific studies have confirmed that movement influences longevity far more than genetics. For example, a 50-year-old who walks at a moderate pace for 30 minutes a day reduces their risk of cardiovascular disease by 40%. At age 60, this benefit slightly decreases but still remains significant, around 30%. After age 70, activities like gentle yoga, swimming, or walking the dog can reduce the likelihood of falls and injuries, improving overall body tone by 20%. But physical activity is not just about muscles and the heart. The remarkable world of happiness hormones, endorphins, comes alive even after a short walk. Just 20 minutes of moderate activity can reduce stress levels by 15% for people over 50, as demonstrated by research from Harvard School of Public Health. Additionally, regular yoga practice improves sleep quality in 65% of older adults, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. What's most important is finding a balance between effort and rest. For those just starting to incorporate movement into their lives, there's no need to aim for Olympic records. Begin with small steps, strolls around your neighborhood, light stretching, or simple exercises. Gradually, step by step, increase the intensity. For instance, include outdoor walks with friends or simple joint exercises like standing on your toes. Simple math shows that just 150 minutes of moderate activity per week, only 2.5 hours out of the 168 hours you have, can significantly improve both physical and mental health. Even at age 70, a daily 10-minute walk can reduce the risk of falls by 23%, while gentle stretching can improve joint mobility by 15%. Physical activity enhances respiratory function, normalizes blood circulation, and improves oxygen absorption. For example, a person who can walk 400 meters at a brisk pace without stopping has a 6 to 7 year greater life expectancy than someone who cannot. Use this scale to evaluate your physical activity level. 0 to 20 points. You rarely move and avoid physical activity. Start small. Try adding walks or light exercises at least 3 times a week. 21 to 50 points. Moderate activity. You walk and maybe do light exercises, but not consistently. Increase your walking time and incorporate cardio exercises to strengthen your heart. 51 to 80 points. Good level. You regularly dedicate time to physical activity, but may lack variety. Add new activities such as swimming or yoga. 81 to 100 points. Excellent level. You maintain a balance between cardio, stretching, and rest. Your physical activity supports your health and longevity. Write down your score in the comments or on paper, and let's move forward. By the way, American researchers have found that grateful people who leave likes tend to live 7 to 10 years longer on average than those who are indifferent or prone to negativity. So why not a like, and let's keep going. Sign 2, mental health and cognitive function. Our brain, much like a sophisticated mechanism, requires care and constant activity to maintain its extraordinary capabilities. Mental health and cognitive function form the foundation of quality of life at any age. Over the years, our mind becomes the key indicator of how well we manage the challenges of aging. Research conducted by the National Institutes of Health shows that people who regularly engage in mental exercises reduce their risk of cognitive decline by 33%. Activities like reading books, solving crosswords, or learning a new language not only keep the brain sharp, but also promote the formation of new neural connections. This is particularly vital for individuals over 50, as the rate of neuroplasticity begins to gradually decline at this age. For a 60-year-old, regular activities such as solving puzzles or participating in strategic games help maintain memory at levels comparable to younger individuals. Studies from the University of Pennsylvania reveal that those who spend at least 20 minutes a day on such activities reduce their risk of developing dementia by 25%. After 70, stimulating the mind through hobbies like painting or playing musical instruments can prevent cognitive decline. According to the Center for Aging Research at the University of Iowa, such activities slow memory loss by 18% and help maintain high levels of focus. However, mental activity is incomplete without interaction with others. Social connections are the fuel for the mind. Conversations with friends, participation in hobby clubs, or family gatherings not only reduce feelings of isolation, but also stimulate brain function. It has been proven that individuals with active social lives have a 30% lower risk of developing depression, as confirmed by the American Psychological Association. If you notice that you frequently forget names, mix up dates, or struggle with routine tasks, it may be a signal that your brain needs support. Early stages of cognitive impairment can often be slowed down with timely measures, such as consulting a doctor, starting cognitive therapy, or simply incorporating more mental stimulation into your day. Caring for mental clarity does not require significant effort. Reading a book, mastering a new recipe, or discussing movies with friends are simple actions that strengthen memory, attention, and analytical skills. For people in their 50s, these activities can extend cognitive vitality by 10 to 15 years, preserving the joy of daily life. Use this scale to assess your cognitive engagement. 0 to 20 points. You rarely engage in mental tasks. Start small. Read articles, solve simple puzzles, or participate in discussions. 21 to 50 points. You occasionally engage in mental activities but lack consistency. Add new activities that spark your interest and try to dedicate time to them daily. 51 to 80 points. You actively keep your brain sharp but can enhance your skills by tackling more complex tasks such as learning a new language. 81 to 100 points. You are doing great. Your activities are varied, consistent, and include both intellectual and social stimulation. Write your score in the comments or on paper, and let's move forward. Sign 3, social connections. Interacting with others is not just a part of daily life, it is a vital source of joy, support, and health. As we age, social connections become even more essential, forming the true foundation of well-being. Research from the American Association of Gerontology confirms that people who maintain strong relationships with family and friends live on average 20% longer than those who spend most of their time alone. Spending time with loved ones or participating in community activities does more than brighten your days. It strengthens your body. Studies from Harvard Medical School reveal that regular gatherings with friends can lower cortisol levels, the stress hormone, by 25%. This effect reduces the risk of cardiovascular diseases and keeps the immune system robust. With age, social connections play a key role in maintaining mental sharpness. For someone at age 50, regular involvement in social activities reduces the risk of cognitive decline by 30%. By age 60, active engagement with others boosts oxytocin levels, a hormone that promotes feelings of happiness. After age 70, activities like volunteering or joining interest groups can lower the risk of depression by 40%. Loneliness, on the other hand, can weaken not only the soul but also the body. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, isolation increases the risk of premature death by 29% and raises the likelihood of developing hypertension by 22%. People who spend too much time alone are more likely to experience chronic conditions such as diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. But how can you rekindle the warmth of connection if you feel that ties have been lost? Start small. Invite a friend over for tea, call a relative, or suggest a walk with a neighbor. Participating in community events, such as workshops or local group meetings, opens new doors for interaction. Research from the University of Chicago shows that just 2 hours of socializing per week can increase happiness levels by 20%. For older adults, particularly rewarding activities include joining hobby clubs, attending religious gatherings, or participating in group exercise sessions. Social connections are not just interactions, they are a profound sense of belonging. Knowing that there are people ready to support you makes days brighter and challenges more manageable. By fostering active communication, you strengthen your physical health, uplift your mood, and find meaning in each new day. Use this scale to evaluate your level of social connections. 0 to 20 points. You rarely interact with others and may feel isolated. Start simple. Call a friend or join a group that aligns with your interests. 21 to 50 points. You have some contacts, but they may not be enough for a fulfilling social life. Make an effort to regularly meet with friends or family and participate in activities. 51 to 80 points. Your level of interaction is good, but you could enhance it by spending more quality time with loved ones and engaging in joint activities. 81 to 100 points. You enjoy a rich social life with connections that strengthen your health and bring you joy. Write your score in the comments or on paper, and let's continue. Sign 4. Quality sleep. Sleep is not merely a biological necessity, but an exquisite, restorative process that touches every aspect of our lives. Like a nurturing healer, it strengthens the body, clears the mind, and aligns emotions in harmonious balance. As we age, the quality of our sleep becomes a defining factor in our health and longevity, shaping the vitality of every single day. When we slip into deep, peaceful sleep, our bodies undergo a remarkable renewal. Immune cells become active, fighting inflammation, memory consolidates, and the brain cleanses itself of accumulated toxins. According to the National Sleep Foundation, adults need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep each night to sustain these vital processes. Research shows that chronic sleep deprivation increases the risk of cardiovascular diseases by 36% and the likelihood of developing type 2 diabetes by 27%. For a 50-year-old, quality sleep maintains mental clarity and emotional stability, preventing burnout and excessive fatigue. By the age of 60, sleep acts as a shield against chronic illnesses like hypertension and osteoporosis. At 70, sleep becomes a powerful ally in combating age-related cognitive changes, reducing the risk of dementia by 25%, as confirmed by studies conducted by Harvard Medical School. However, as we grow older, sleep disturbances often become more common. Insomnia, sleep apnea, and frequent nighttime awakenings not only disrupt rest but also undermine overall health. Restless leg syndrome, for instance, affects approximately 15% of people over 65, diminishing sleep quality and leading to chronic fatigue. The good news is that sleep can be improved. The secrets to restorative rest include establishing calming bedtime rituals, consistent sleep schedules, a warm bath before bed, or reading a book. A cozy dark bedroom with a cool temperature between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit becomes your personal oasis for recovery. Avoiding caffeine 6 hours before bedtime and refraining from heavy meals late at night significantly reduces the likelihood of insomnia. For those facing severe sleep issues, cognitive behavioral therapy has proven highly effective. It helps break the cycle of anxiety that disrupts falling asleep. CPAP therapy, recommended for individuals with sleep apnea, normalizes breathing and improves oxygen levels in the blood during sleep. Sleep is the cornerstone of physical health and emotional balance. People who consistently get enough rest are half as likely to experience depression, and their cortisol levels remain stable, protecting the body from inflammatory processes. Every night of quality sleep is an investment in a long, fulfilling life. Use this scale to assess your sleep quality. 0 to 20 points. Your sleep is often disrupted, leaving you tired and struggling to fall asleep. Try establishing a consistent sleep routine and creating a comfortable sleep environment. 50 points. You get enough sleep, but do not always feel fully rested. Incorporate relaxing bedtime rituals such as meditation or gentle stretches. 51 to 80 points. Your sleep is good, but it occasionally lacks regularity. Aim to maintain a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. 81 to 100 points. Your sleep is exemplary. You wake up refreshed every morning, your body restores itself, and your life is filled with energy. Each night is an opportunity to rejuvenate and recharge for the day ahead. Let your sleep become your steadfast ally on the journey to health and longevity. Write down your score in the comments or on paper, and let's continue. Sign 5. Taking care of your health. Health is like a fragile vessel that requires increasing attention and care as we age. Much like a skilled artisan, a person must tend to it, mending cracks and reinforcing its foundation. Caring for your health becomes the cornerstone of longevity, particularly when dealing with common conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, and heart disease. These ailments not only diminish the quality of life, but can significantly shorten its span if left unaddressed. Research from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention highlights that regular medical checkups and monitoring key metrics, such as blood pressure, blood sugar levels, and body weight, reduce the risk of complications by 35%. For instance, a 50-year-old who actively manages their health lowers their likelihood of a heart attack by 40%. At age 70, controlling type 2 diabetes reduces the risk of blindness by 50%. Taking care of your health starts small. A balanced diet acts as a reliable foundation that sustains the body. Incorporating fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats such as olive oil into your daily meals helps reduce inflammation. The American Heart Association reports that the Mediterranean diet decreases the risk of cardiovascular diseases by 30% in individuals over 60 years old. Physical activity serves as a powerful catalyst for health. Even moderate exercises like brisk walking for 30 minutes a day enhance cardiovascular function and boost energy levels. For those in their 70s, such exercises reduce the likelihood of fractures by 20% and maintain joint mobility. However, even with serious chronic illnesses, it's crucial not to give up. Modern medicine offers a wide range of tools to manage and improve symptoms. For example, physical therapy strengthens muscles and alleviates joint stress, while dietary consultations help adjust eating habits to combat excess weight or high cholesterol. Collaborating with healthcare professionals plays a vital role in managing illnesses. Regular consultations, proper medication management, and timely identification of complications can extend life by decades. For instance, lowering blood pressure by 10 millimeters of mercury in hypertensive patients reduces the risk of stroke by 20%. But taking care of your health isn't just about numbers and medications. It's an intentional commitment to activity, joy, and vitality. People who take an active role in maintaining their physical and mental health often experience an increase in emotional well-being. Feeling physically strong helps individuals overcome challenges more easily, enjoy time with loved ones, and find pleasure in life's simple joys. Use this scale to assess your healthcare practices. 0 to 20 points. You rarely visit doctors and do not monitor key health metrics. Start small. Schedule a medical checkup and check your blood pressure and sugar levels. 21 to 50 points. You pay attention to your health, but not consistently. Strive to regularly monitor your key metrics and adopt healthier habits. 51 to 80 points. You actively take care of your health, but could enhance prevention by improving your diet or increasing physical activity. 81 to 100 points. Your health is well managed. You regularly see doctors, maintain a balanced diet, and lead an active lifestyle. Write down your score in the comments or on paper, and let's move forward. Sign 6, eating habits and nutrition. Nutrition isn't just about consuming food. It's the art of caring for your body and soul. As we age, food becomes a powerful tool for maintaining health, extending life, and infusing every day with energy. Research from the American Institute of Nutrition reveals that a balanced diet can reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases by 30% and lower the likelihood of developing type 2 diabetes by 25%. Every food choice we make either strengthens or undermines our health. Fresh, natural, and nutrient-rich foods like vibrant vegetables, juicy fruits, lean proteins, and wholesome nuts become sources of strength and longevity. For example, spinach and broccoli are packed with antioxidants that protect cells from damage and reduce inflammation. According to the Harvard School of Public Health, regularly consuming leafy greens decreases the risk of age-related conditions like arthritis by 20% in individuals over 60 years old. Fatty fish such as salmon or mackerel are indispensable for brain health thanks to their omega-3 fatty acids. These essential nutrients enhance cognitive function, prevent memory decline, and lower the risk of neurodegenerative diseases, including Alzheimer's, by 15% in people over 70 years old. Whole grains are key to maintaining steady energy levels. Foods like oats and quinoa are rich in fiber, which helps avoid blood sugar spikes and keeps you energized throughout the day. The National Institutes of Health states that fiber also reduces the risk of cardiovascular diseases by 23% in individuals over 50 years old. Processed foods, however, are a hidden enemy to health. Sweets, refined oils, and ready-made meals often contain excessive sugar and saturated fats, leading to the accumulation of visceral fat and increasing the risk of hypertension and stroke. For instance, regular consumption of sugary sodas can raise the likelihood of obesity by 18%, which poses significant dangers for individuals over 60 years old. Switching to natural foods is not only a path to physical well-being, but also a boost for emotional health. Fresh, colorful meals enrich life with flavor and joy, raising endorphin levels, the body's natural happiness hormones. A balanced diet also plays a pivotal role in weight management. For individuals in their 50s, maintaining a healthy weight alleviates stress on joints, preventing osteoarthritis. At 60, proper nutrition supports cardiovascular health, and by 70, it helps avoid sarcopenia, the loss of muscle mass that can limit mobility. Use this scale to assess your eating habits. 0 to 20 points. Your diet mostly consists of processed foods high in sugar and unhealthy fats. Start by adding vegetables and whole grains to your meals. 21 to 50 points. You're trying to eat healthily, but your diet still includes too many processed foods. Increase your intake of fresh fruits and vegetables, and consider swapping sweets for nuts or natural yogurt. 51 to 80 points. You follow the principles of balanced eating, but may overlook essential components like fatty fish or whole grains. Add variety to get more benefits. 81 to 100 points. Your diet is nearly perfect. You choose natural foods, avoid processed ones, and support your health through mindful eating. Nutrition is the foundation of your health and vitality. Let every choice of natural, wholesome foods be a step toward a long, fulfilling life. Record your score in the comments or on paper, and let's continue. Sign 7. Emotional well-being. Emotional well-being is the inner light that illuminates the path to health and longevity. It is the state where thoughts, feelings, and actions align in a harmonious flow, bringing joy and confidence. This foundation for physical health impacts the heart, immune system, and cognitive functions. A calm mind and balanced emotions become your loyal allies in combating the challenges of aging. A sense of purpose acts as a powerful engine of vitality. People who find meaning in their daily lives, whether through caring for family, engaging in creative projects, or participating in charitable work, are less likely to experience depression or cognitive decline. Research conducted by the U.S. National Institute on Aging found that individuals over 50 who have a clear sense of purpose are 37% less likely to suffer from chronic illnesses. Positive emotions work as a natural elixir, strengthening the body. The ability to find joy in simple moments, such as a beautiful sunset or a loved one's smile, lowers cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and reduces inflammation. For those aged 60 and above, this translates to a 20% reduction in the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Life, however, can sometimes throw challenges our way, and stress becomes an unavoidable part of daily living. Chronic stress is a silent enemy, eroding health from within. It can lead to hypertension, diabetes, and a weakened immune system. According to the American Psychological Association, practicing meditation regularly reduces stress levels by 29%, boosting overall well-being and vitality. Expressing emotions is a vital aspect of self-care. Open conversations with friends or consulting with a therapist can help release internal tension and prevent it from building up. People over 70 who share their feelings regularly are 40% less likely to experience anxiety disorders, as supported by data from the American Psychiatric Association. Emotional health is closely tied to strong relationships. Trusting connections with loved ones foster a sense of security and alleviate loneliness. Participating in volunteer activities or enjoying walks with friends strengthens social bonds, which, according to Harvard research, can increase life expectancy by 25%. It's essential to develop self-compassion and learn how to manage stress. Mindful practices such as yoga or creative pursuits enhance emotional resilience, helping you navigate life's challenges with greater ease. Every moment spent nurturing your inner world brings peace and energy for new accomplishments. Use this scale to assess your emotional well-being. 0 to 20 points. You feel overwhelmed, frequently experience stress, and struggle to make time for yourself. Start small by practicing daily gratitude for simple joys. 21 to 50 points. You try to manage your emotions, but stress often takes the lead. Consider practicing meditation or finding a hobby that brings you happiness. 51 to 80 points. Your emotional state is stable, but you could strengthen it by expanding your social circle and incorporating regular mindfulness practices. 100 points. You are balanced and emotionally resilient. Your ability to manage emotions and find joy in life serves as a wonderful example of harmony and inner peace. Emotional well-being is a gift you can give yourself every day. Take care of your feelings, nurture meaningful relationships, and fill your life with joy to create a vibrant existence that rewards you with many happy years. Record your score in the comments or on paper, and let's continue. Conclusion and final calculation of our longevity test. While genetics play a role in determining life expectancy, they are far from the only factor. The 7 signs we discussed provide a comprehensive assessment of your health and reveal your potential for a long and vibrant life. Taking proactive steps to strengthen your physical, mental, and emotional well-being can dramatically enhance its quality. Regular exercise strengthens your heart, muscles, and bones, boosts energy, and reduces the risk of chronic diseases. Maintaining cognitive activity through learning and creativity preserves mental clarity, while strong social connections shield you from loneliness and stress. Emotional balance is equally vital. Managing stress, cultivating positive thinking, and prioritizing self-care reinforce both emotional and physical resilience. Even small steps, such as engaging in physical activity, socializing, or exploring a new hobby, can lead to significant changes over time. Every effort you make contributes to the well-being of your body, mind, and soul. You not only extend your lifespan, but also enrich it with joy and fulfillment. The choices you make today shape your future. Start now and experience the benefits of a healthy, vibrant life. Now that you've learned about the 7 signs that can predict how long you might live beyond 70, share your thoughts. Which of these stood out to you the most? Which idea inspired you to make a change in your life? The final calculation of the longevity test can be found in the pinned comment below this video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel to learn more about health, aging, and longevity. Up next, check out these videos and don't forget to leave your likes and comments. I'm looking forward to them.